I'd like to extend a warm welcome to the Riverside Arts Council's Executive Director, Rachel Jacoinski, and also to Arts Connection, the Arts Council of San Bernardino County's Ulises Rodriguez, the Associate Director. And they will talk a little bit more about their organizations in a moment, but just want to extend a warm welcome to them both for coming today. Well, with no further delay, just want to dive right in. Today, I'm really pleased on behalf of the Art Department at Valley College to announce these new Creative Entrepreneurship and Arts Leadership Certificate programs. There are two new programs coming out. Both have 6 courses each. The first is Gallery and Museum Management Certificate course, and then there is an Arts Entrepreneurship Certificate course as well. So the Gallery and Museum Management Certificate has, as I mentioned, 6 courses. Many of them you can see listed here. That will include art appreciation, a basic overview of art, museum and gallery practices, an intro to arts administration, marketing the arts and global cultures, as well as gallery management practicum, where you get hands-on practice. The courses are already being offered. So far, you can take Art 103 in summer of 2026, and then in fall, you can take Art 103 and also Art 261, which is the Introduction to Arts Administration. That's beginning in fall, already enrolling, so you can enroll now, and I'll share some more information about that. Essentially, this program is designed to help folks in the region build their skills around supporting exhibition development and programming, understanding nonprofit management, and everything that comes along with either running your own gallery or working in a museum or taking on leadership roles in a museum. Many of the courses, as you can see there, are transferable to UC or CSU. Oftentimes, the UCs want more theoretical courses, I guess you'll say, and then the CSU, a lot of more applied knowledge. So for those folks who want to move on to CSU or UC, many of the courses do transfer. And I do want to note, you can take one course or you can take them all. Maybe you have enough experience around marketing and you just want to take this course or that course. You don't have to take 6 courses in total, but you would have to take 6 if you want to earn this certificate. And each course is approximately 16 weeks. And then very cool also is enrolling in fall 2027. So that enrollment period will start next April, about a year from now. Really digging in deep to how to really run an arts business. That will include an introduction to arts entrepreneurship, creative branding and marketing the arts for entrepreneurs, financial management, and that's everything from small Etsy online to pop-ups to scaling your business up to brick and mortar buildings and beyond, light manufacturing. Also includes sales for arts entrepreneurs. Again, that's in-person sales, online sales. So there's a real breadth in each of these 16-week courses. There's operations and management for arts entrepreneurs, which includes operating your business, but also project management. So a lot of folks in the arts will roll out festivals, and you'll hear something about that from Rachel. There are festivals, there are programs, things like that, in addition to just running your own business. So there's project management in addition to operations. And then also there is network building for arts entrepreneurs. Very key to understand all of the networks that you can plug into, both for learning and honing your craft, as well as networking with other artists, having opportunities to learn new skills and that sort of thing. And you'll hear a little bit more about that from our partners here today, the Arts Connection and Riverside Arts Council. And this program is not just for visual art, right? I just want to highlight the fact that it supports all creative industries, and a lot of you will actually learn a little bit about other industries as you go through these courses, because they do support music, film, design, fashion, visual arts, literature, digital media, theater, performing arts. If you want to start your own theater company, if you have a graphic design company, that sort of thing. And I do want to also mention that these courses are pretty low cost compared to a lot of other courses, because it's at the community college. You're getting real breadth of knowledge in these 6 courses, and each, again, is 16 weeks long. I want to highlight too that we do have at Valley College our own gallery, which is the Gresham Gallery, which offers several high quality exhibitions every year. A couple of times a year, they change them over. And they do include prominent national and international artists. So we just want to let you know that it's open to the public and you can go check it out. And so if you're thinking about enrolling, I do want to highlight that there are also studio art courses as well at Valley College, including glass blowing, a tremendous glass blowing and ceramics department, as well as photography, graphic design, design thinking, and other courses in addition to these. So you can still grow your practice, as well as theater, film, music. There's a lot of other courses at Valley College. So I will be sending this out later. There's a link to the summer schedule and the fall schedule. And then if you click on this QR code, it gives you kind of the 7 steps. It's on Instagram because it's a little difficult sometimes to navigate college websites. So I basically just put it in there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are the 7 steps for enrolling. And it's pretty easy if you follow those steps. It's just on the linked link in bio in the Instagram. So I wanted to say that the Art Department of Valley College is reaching out, like we are doing today, to the arts and culture organizations to learn what work, internship, and networking opportunities already exist, and how creative entrepreneurship students can plug in, and to find other, to really follow creative work, internships, and other opportunities. You can feel free to follow us at Creative Economy Training on Instagram. And with that, I would love to, on that note, hand it over to Rachel to introduce herself and a little bit more about the Riverside Arts Council. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you, Carolyn. Hey, everybody. My name is Rachel Jacoinski. I'm the Executive Director of the Riverside Arts Council. I have been working in arts administration since 2009. I'm also a visual artist, multimedia visual arts, and then I also teach art appreciation at Moreno Valley and Norco colleges. So if you guys are interested in staying connected, right here on the screen, we have a QR code for our Instagram account, which we have all of our opportunities posted. So a lot of the things I'll be talking about today, you can learn more by visiting us on either our website or our Instagram account. So one of the initiatives that we're working on is our Creative Career Pipeline. We've been working on this for a couple of years, and we're kind of developing it even further. So one of the, I guess where we started with this was the 12-course artist professional development workshops. With this, it's professional development similar to what the college is now producing, but we have more I guess specific classes, like this one on the screen was canvas stretching. We also have how to photograph your artwork, how to talk about your artwork. And these classes are once a month for 12 months. And so those will be helpful to supplement some of the things that you're learning while you're going through the program at Valley College, or you can take those classes on the side just if you want to. Those are free to the public, and you can find out more when we launch the next rotation on our Instagram account and on our website. So then the next thing we have coming out is the mentor-mentee program. And with that, we're working to network artists, connect them together, and we're having an in-person gathering in May, possibly. We haven't settled on a date. But again, we will be posting that online once that's coming out. But that's basically so that you can, if you're an up and coming artist, you can meet an established artist and kind of work together to excel your career by learning from somebody who's already been through what you're going through. And then another opportunity that we have is the Artist Spotlight Program. So this is associated with Riverside Arts Walk. So if you're either vending, exhibiting at one of the galleries or museums, or doing a live performance, you would be eligible to be an Artist Spotlight. And those happen once a month. And then we also have Arts Walk vendor and networking opportunities. So with Arts Walk, that just kind of lends itself to networking because you're set up with a bunch of different artists each month, and you end up kind of pure learning during that time. So that's all I have on that. So some of the opportunities that we have for work include it's a lot of like setting up and selling your work like in booths. So some of our events that we're putting together are the Festival of Lights, which is a new thing. I don't know if anybody has heard. We are working with the city of Riverside to take over the programming for Festival of Lights. This is just the beginning, but there will be a lot of opportunities for artists to collaborate, to set up and to sell their work during the festival season. We also have the Riverside Art and Music Festival, and that is going to be it's upcoming on September 26th. It'll be from 2 to 9 p.m. Last year, I don't know if anybody's familiar, we had Voodoo Glow Skulls playing. So it's kind of, the emphasis is not just on the visual arts, but also the musical and the community performances. We have performances ranging from like school music, theater, dance, poetry, etc. So those opportunities, we're putting out the calls for artists right now. So check those out again on our Instagram account, and you'll be able to sign up to participate through the link in our bio there too. Then we also have the Mayor's Ball for the Arts. Oh, and for the Riverside Art and Music Festival, we have booth opportunities as well. So if you're interested in setting up to sell your work or showcase some of the information about the work that you do, the sign up for that will be coming out as well. And then, I guess I should also mention installation artists. So this is one of the installations that we had on this flyer. This was from last year or the year before. But we invite artists to set up their installations so that the community can interact. So that is another opportunity. So that call is now open as well, or if it's not on Instagram, it'll be open soon. And now I'll move on to the Mayor's Ball. So for this event started in kind of the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. And the point was just to kind of raise money for the arts. But it ended for, I think, almost 10 years. So after a decade, we brought it back. But the whole point now is to celebrate artists for the work that they're doing. So each year we have a nomination form that goes out to the public so the community can nominate artists that are doing community-facing work in the city of Riverside. And then we put out the ballot with the top contenders for the nomination form. And then those are voted for by the community as well. And the categories we're inclusive of all the categories. So we have film, which I think we need to get the word out on that one. We didn't really have any nominations this year, unfortunately. But we will have it on the nomination form this year. The ballot or the nomination form should be coming out somewhere in August, September timeframe. But then we have poetry or literary arts, visual arts, like community-based. There's a lot of categories. Sorry. So with that being said, we invite the community to come and celebrate the artists for the work that they're doing for the community. So then we have Riverside Arts Walk. If anybody is not familiar, it takes place every first Thursday of the month in downtown Riverside, which is now an arts and culture district designated by the state of California. So we have all the galleries and museums, including the Cheech and the Riverside Art Museum, They're open late and free of charge every first Thursday. And the Riverside Arts Council, coordinates artist vendors on Main Street between 5th and 10th Street. And we have about 120 artists selling their handmade original artwork. And then we have a band playing on a stage. And then we also have, I think, upcoming this coming month, we're going to have a flash mob kind of drum circle. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, a celebration of the arts. So come check that out. One thing I wanted to mention too is that the Riverside Art Music Festival and Riverside Arts Walk are free and open to the public. And so are a lot of our opportunities. The only thing we really charge for is the Mayor's Ball, but that's only for attendees, not the nominated artists. So with musical or musician opportunities, each month we have a band playing on the Benjamin Franklin stage in front of City Hall. And then we also have artists performing at the Riverside Art Music Festival. With those events, we also have opportunities for artists. And we also, because we have so many events, we have opportunities for event staff. So with that, I believe we have a form online through our Instagram bio where you can sign up to apply for any of those opportunities. And then also the Arts Minds Teaching Artist opportunity. So that's all I have on that stuff. I said a lot. So some other things we have going on, because I'm not done yet. The Artist in Residency program is kind of a new thing that we've entered into over the last year. But we're working with the city of Riverside to coordinate the Artist in Residency program. This one, because it was city kind of developed, they wanted murals specifically, so it wasn't open to any other art forms, unfortunately. But we have 6 different artists working in the 7 wards in Riverside, and they're working with the community by having community engagement sessions to see what those neighborhoods would want to see in the mural that would be going up in their area. So we have that happening. And then we also have one happening in Hemet Valley. That one is pretty similar to the City of Riverside one, but we only have 1 artist. But that artist is training 10 mentees. So the mentee artists applied, and the artist is Rosie Cortez. So she put out a call for mentee artists, and she's basically training them to be mural artists. So next slide. Or is that it for me? Oh, that's it for me.
I think that's it for you. Thank you so much, Rachel. That was a lot to think about. So, and again, we'll have Q&A at the end if you've got follow-up questions about those programs. Thanks so much, Rachel. All right, and next up is Ulysses, who is going to speak on behalf of the Arts Connection, the Arts Council of San Bernardino County. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Hi, thank you for being here, sharing space with us. Super excited to get to share some of the opportunities and some of the activities that we have currently as Arts Councils. As Caroline was mentioning, my name is Ulises Rodriguez. I get the pleasure to be the Associate Director for Arts Connection. We serve as your Arts Council for San Bernardino County. On my personal practice, I am a musician. I'm a performer. I'm blessed to be able to have a project that I get to tour across the U.S. with that. I'm also a community leader and organizer. I have organized a few festivals even in the city of Riverside, such as Mucho Gusto, which is possible also thanks to the support of the Riverside Arts Council and the community out there. So super excited to be here. We also have a QR code on the screen that you're able to connect with our newsletter for Arts Connection. That will also take you to our website and where you can find out more about different opportunities, networking events, employment, anything like that. So super excited to share some of the things that we are able to provide and serve you as our community and artists. Similar to the Riverside Arts Council, as you guys can see, there will be a lot of similitudes of like how we operate as arts councils. We definitely thrive on leaning on each other. So one of the things that we do for the creative workforce and the creative development for our community and our artists is we have different opportunities, such as the artist training courses and workshops. So we serve San Bernardino County is a very, very large space to serve. So the way that we do so is by leaning in other artists like yourselves to be able to provide different trainings, different workshops, all based on your own practices and knowledge. But we also like not just do it for the communities, but we also do different workshops for artists to continue to develop those skill sets that you already have and are practicing and are looking to improve on. We also have art vendor opportunities. This happens throughout the county through different partnerships and different festivals or different events that might be taking place across the county. We also do so as part of some of the activities that we provide, such as our San Bernardino Arts Walk and other events that we are able to put together and organize in community. We also have a program called Arts Avenue. Arts Avenue is our after school program. This is in partnership with Expanded Learning. This is on the San Bernardino Unified School District. This is where we give artists like yourselves the opportunity to get hands-on experience to be able to not just learn those practices to become a teacher in the arts, but also to get paid for that. Right, so we're all constantly looking for new artists to be able to, who are looking to become basically teachers and who are interested into that career path where you are able to put those hands-on experiences, you get the training that you need, you get the support that you need for your classroom management. And that way you're able to have that experience to make sure that this is something that you love and you want to do so before going on that career path. And a lot of our artists tend to really love that practice because it's very flexible with your time, your accessibility, and everything is based on what you are currently practicing. So we develop curriculum based on your own practices. So we teach a lot of different mediums. Another opportunity that we have is our program called Estudio Aire. This is an arts in residency program. This is currently taking place in San Bernardino, in the city of San Bernardino, where we have a space where we have artists that are able to utilize and have access to this space. This is 24/7 access. And artists are able to be in that space for 2 months at a time. There is a stipend that is allocated for our artists to be able to continue their practices and support their practices. Additionally to that, we do career development with our residents to assure that after this experience, you guys can continue to gather those skills that you think that you need or that you have identified so that you can continue your practices outside of the residency. This is currently a program that is in exploration to try to expand it to different cities across the county. But this is something that you're currently able to apply for. And hopefully be able to take advantage of that. And lastly, we have a creative internship program. We believe that there's a need for a lot of our youth to get those hands-on experiences that you guys are currently going to school for or that you guys are currently learning. So for our youth, both high school and some college students, we have an internship program where we try to select through, there's a process and in partnership with some of our, like Blue Foundation, Justice B, another collaborative, where we are able to bring in students not only to work with Arts Connection, but we also place these students into different partners, everything aligned with the creative industry. So if you're a storyteller, a graphic designer, if you want to learn about programming, if you want to learn about events, coordinations, all of that is something that we're able to identify those partners and place you there. And currently this is a summer program, but we're looking to expand it to be year round as well. And then some of the cool opportunities that we're continuing to mention. As artists, we understand that we always need a lot of support. I wish I had more support growing up as an artist. So One of the things that we do, we have artist funding through microgrant programs. So Arts Connection has a yearly microgrant program. Those are small grants that we are able to provide to artists, anywhere between like $500 to maybe like $1,000. But this is a program that is done. The one that we have, Arts Connection, is countywide, where you're able to submit these applications to receive these grants. And not only do you get the support from Arts Connection to help you develop the idea that you want to do, like your community activation, but we also want to highlight you as an artist. So we do a lot of marketing around the work that you're doing. This is a program that is currently expanding. We also started doing it in the city of Ontario, and that is specific for the city of Ontario. Now, you don't have to be from the city to be able to qualify for this grant. The only thing they ask is that your art is being shared within the city limits in Ontario. So there's two different microgrant programs that you're able to take advantage of. We also have a creative workspace. This is basically a studio idea, and this is currently called Arte Común. So our residency, the space is being utilized a few months throughout the year, but there's about 3 to 4 months that we don't have a resident in there, just because of the holidays or just New Year's or things that do not align. So during that time, you have a workspace that you're able to utilize as a community, but you don't have to be a resident to be able to utilize the space during those times. So if you're looking for a free space to come in a few hours and like work or develop something or just network with other artists that might be utilizing that space, that is something that you can take advantage of right now. Networking opportunities. We always look for the peer-to-peer learning opportunity to be able to lean in other artists. So throughout the different events that we provide, we are always looking for opportunities to network. One of the most recent networking events that we had was part of our Inland Film Festival, which I will talk about in just a little bit. But we had a workshop with one of our current arts in residence, Ricardo Carmona. And right now, after the event, we had a networking opportunity with other filmmakers, with other artists who are looking to get into the industry. So we're always looking for those networking opportunities. And how can we connect you with our other artists so you guys can collaborate and continue to lean on each other and learn from each other. We also have our creatives at work. This is a peer learning and promotion. This is very similar to what I was mentioning. So through our microgram programs, we're always looking to highlight your work and highlight you as an artist. That way you can start building that those tools on your belt and that resume, and you have something to provide whenever you're looking to seek other job opportunities through your career and in your practice. One of the, probably me personally, one of the programs that I like the most about Arts Connection is our physical sponsorship program. Physical sponsorship, what means, for those who don't know, is a lot of the times artists want to apply for grants, they want to apply for funding opportunities. Unfortunately, some of these grants are only available for nonprofits, meaning if you have a tax status that is like a 501c3, that's the only way that you can apply for these grants. Well, a physical sponsorship program, it allows you to apply for those grants, knowing that you have someone like Arts Connection that is saying like you can use our nonprofit status and you can still apply as the artist for these grants. And that is a great tool that a lot of artists and different organizations are able to take advantage of. So you can continue to apply for this funding, go after these grants. And not only are you able to apply for this, but we work with you as a thought partner to help you develop your applications. We help you. We also help you manage. If you get the funding, we help you administer a lot of this funding. So make sure that at the end of the day, when you have to do any reporting back, you have the support of a team that is able to assist you with this, so you can learn the experience, so you know how to apply for these grants, and then you can continue that practice, because this is one of those skills that the more you do it, the better you get. So super excited for that. And lastly, art advocacy. It is one of our highest missions to continue to advocate for arts funding and for our artists and our community, and continue to educate not just our communities, but also our elected officials. So we're always looking for different artists who are interested in joining us in conversations with a lot of this, what a lot of our elected officials to continue to advocate for the arts, to allow them to understand that arts is not just a practice or a hobby, it's actually a career that and a passion that not only brings in a lot of funding for our cities, but also brings in great communities of belonging and great, we just bring in a certain culture and energy and love into our communities that makes us want to be here. So that's another great opportunity for artists who want to be able to get into that field as well.
Thank you, Mrs. Is that it?
I think there's one more.
Is there? Oh, sorry. My bad. You're right.
Yes. So this is the last one. So as we were talking more about networking and different events, one of the events that we have been putting together for the past 2 years, this will be the third year, is the Inland Film Festival. This festival actually took place, and it was started by the Garcia Center for the Arts. And it was part of a micro grant, not micro, it was part of the Creative Corps grant that they received about 3 years ago. Because we saw the need of something so special in our community, and not just our community, but like our region, we decided to continue the support for this festival so it can be a yearly thing. So right now, we are actually going to be accepting submissions for films, independent films, starting May 1st all the way through June 30th. And that's where you can start submitting some of your artwork. You can also come to different networking events to meet other filmmakers, other directors, and other artists who are interested in this industry. And also, just be able to be part of something so great. And you don't have to be in San Bernardino County. This is all Riverside. This is regional wise. Even if you're outside in Orange County, LA, like we do accept submissions from them as well, from all the region. So that's a great event to be part of. And we also have our Bloomington Summer Concert Series. This is a part of an Art in the Park program that we have. We do this in the city of Bloomington at Ayala Park, where we have vending opportunities for a lot of artists, but we also are constantly looking for performers. We're looking for different entertainers to be able to be part of these events. And this happens on the year round every summer. We also have our San Bernardino Arts Walk. This San Bernardino Arts Walk takes place in downtown San Bernardino, in the Soul Alley. And this happens every 3 months. But we're always looking again for opportunities for different art vendors to come and be part of that. We're looking for performers, we're looking for DJs. And then the last Arts Walk, we even have a school organizing a whole open mic poetry event, and that was amazing. So we're always looking for partners and how can we support you as an artist, especially if this is the first time that you're looking to vend. That will be a great place to experience that. And talking about our Poetry Aloud program, this is a youth poetry program where this is specifically for high school students. But if you are a poet yourself, we're always looking for different artists to come and host open mics to coach some of the students as they go into the competitions. The competitions either is for the county, the state, or even for the whole nation. So we're always looking to partner with different poets so they can gather that experience and learn from an actual poet in our communities. And lastly, the San Bernardino County Arts and Culture Happenings. This is a newsletter that we put out every single month where you're able to find out about different events, different things that are taking place all throughout the county. So if you have events or anything like that, if you go to our website, you can actually submit your events so that we can share it with our public. So everybody can get to know all the amazing things that you're doing. And I think that's most of the things that we're currently offering through Arts Connection. This is actually something really cool too. As we were mentioning, we actually work hand in hand with a lot of our partners, like the Riverside Arts Council, and we also work with Arts OC, the Arts Council for Orange County. So right now we actually have an individual artist fellowship program. I was actually one of the grantees a few years back for this, and this is actually one of the opportunities. Like because of this opportunities, I was able to continue my practice, develop my resume, and be able to now serve as one of your as your associate director, for the Arts Council. So currently, there's still time to apply for this. The deadline is May 15th. So I will highly encourage you to look into this granting opportunity where you can, get the support that you need to continue your practice. So I will definitely encourage you to look into that. And this is in partnership, like I said, between all three councils to make sure that we are serving our region.
So I would just want to add a couple things for the individual artist fellowship program. They have 3 different levels. So there's, I think that, do you remember what the levels are, Ulysses? Legacy is the top.
Put them on the slide.
Oh, they're on the slide? Oh, emerging, established, and legacy artists. So you'd get 5,000 in the emerging category. Established is 10,000, and then I believe it's 50,000 for legacy artists. There's a lot fewer of the legacy artists that are selected because we do like to make sure that our younger up-and-coming artists get more attention and more funding and support. But it's a great opportunity, as Ulysses said. So make sure you get your application in, and you can find out information on, I'm sure, both of our websites and our Instagram account for the Riverside Arts Council through the link in our bio. And I believe it's also on the Arts and Culture Hub Instagram account, which that's one of the things that I will be talking about next. So the Arts and Culture Hub, if you're not aware, this is kind of like a community calendar on Instagram. So for this account, we ask arts and cultural organizations to add this account as a collaborator for any events and opportunities. So you can find jobs and then other happenings in the community on that Instagram account. And that's not just Riverside County. We've opened that up to be regional as well.
Thank you, guys. And then I just want to add also in terms of communications that the Creative Economy Training Instagram account, that is, if you're looking for, and we definitely collaborate with both of the councils here, but that is a dedicated focus on creative work, entrepreneurship, and networking. So it's just your creative practice, building your business, building your economic profile, and all of that. And I also just want to extend another a huge amount of thanks to both Rachel and Ulysses for being here and sharing. And as you can see, you know, we're rolling out, the Valley College is rolling out these 2 phenomenal programs, but it's always practice, practice. We call it a practice for a reason, right? Practice, practice, practice. And as you're growing your skills and growing your abilities, the ability to connect with our regional councils is incredible. There's no comparison. You know, you will learn a lot in the courses, but you'll have lots of opportunities to apply your knowledge out in the community as well.